Hello and thank you for joining me for yet another Documentary. This one is about Cocaine Bear. So, the story starts with Andrew C. Thornton II and his drug smuggling reign. He worked as a paratrooper, a law officer, a law official, and then he worked as a drug smuggler. Yes. So what he did was, in this particular instance, he could fly an aeroplane. So he flew this one, as had he done many a time, from somewhere in South America. No one's quite sure where exactly, but it's postulated Colombia because of drugs. And he flew from Colombia. He was supposed to go into Kentucky, but when he bailed out of the plane and on his way down, being a paratrooper, he knew how to do this, you would think, but then his parachute would not open. So he's plummeting towards his death. He's losing cargo left and right because he had all this stuff attached to himself, including a whole bunch of cocaine, which is why it's called Cocaine Bear. We will get to that in a moment. But then when he comes crashing down, dies in a driveway, and he lost a few packages of his cocaine in the woods in the area. And then about 3 months after he crashed, which coincidentally is September 11th of 1985. So in December, 3 months later, after Andrew C. Thornton II had died, someone found the remains of a 175-pound black bear. Now, what's interesting about this black bear, unlike most black bears, is this one had ingested copious amounts of cocaine. Roughly, as people would guesstimate, 88 pounds worth. Quite a lot, really. And it died from, let me look at the notes to make sure, cerebral hemorrhaging, respiratory failure, hypothermia, renal failure, heart failure, and a stroke, or 2, or 5, or 100. Because of the massive dose of cocaine that he ingested all at the same time. So it is postulated that at this time, the bear, as it were, was the happiest, deadliest predator on Earth, but then it died. And actually, it has lived on in infamy since then. People have, after the police found the corpse, they got a taxidermist to stuff the bear, and then they put it on display in a museum in Kentucky. And when they were doing that, someone had stolen it. It's just a bear corpse, but cocaine, that's cocaine, that's it. So then someone stole the corpse, the stuffed, whatever. And someone else found it, and then gave it, as you can see here, these accessories, you see. And people are now dubbing it Pablo Escobar or Cocaine Bear. And apparently there's a feature film supposed to be out about Andrew C. Thornton II and Cocaine Bear coming out in 2023. Whether or not this is any good, well, it's not that long a story, as you can see. So the moral of the story is, do not jump out of a plane with 100 pounds of cocaine strapped to you. Make sure your parachute works. And don't ingest 88 pounds of cocaine at the same time. You may be happy for a while, but then you will die. So I guess you could be the happiest man on earth for the rest of your life. Anyway, I think I'm done here, so goodbye. Ooh. They stuffed it with a taxidermist